Hello, everyone. I'm Prince Andrew, and I'm here on behalf of Group 11. And these are the institutions that we are representing and using their data sets. On my left, I have Louisa from Sao Paulo. She's the newest addition to our team, and I'm super excited because yesterday we put out a small call for applications saying that we needed experience with comic, and she showed up, so that's super appreciative. If you cannot give a hand of applause for me. Perfect, thank you. and that is Matthew, and yeah, so yesterday we presented an idea for a card game, and we were using two data sets from Landesmuseum Württemberg and also Humor Care EV. And their idea was to use humor for therapy, and Landesmuseum is also for something called Shot or Not, and we merged the two to have Scrap Humor, which is derived from the two organizations. And it's a card game. And for the phase one that we are at now, it's going to be physical. So the project basically is to make a card game mixing the collection of excerpts between synopsis and a cover of tribute to Renee Schweitzer and the art of comics. And from Humor Care, we are using a collection of, flavors from, 1900s, but basically they have 9 stories, and we are going to take from those 9 stories, excerpts from those stories, extract keywords, so you can have a card game. We're going to have a little bit of demonstration because we don't have physical cards, but we're going to explain it on the board. And the basic idea is that we want to make this card game for people to have fun. Like if you're on a picnic, if you are having a workshop and you need an icebreaker or something sort, it's a great introduction for that. And it is for people who want to, have fun, parties, and also, but it's different from many other games that we know out there, such as the Cards Against Humanity, Dixit, and also other card games, because this is from, it's talking about art, and it's also for people to just have fun and also humor as therapy. And I'm going to give the microphone to Louisa to explain how the cards were designed, what is on them, and also the design process behind the cards.
So the format of the cards are like A7. It's easy to demonstrate here because it's important that it's easy to print also. So basically it's A4. This is A5. This is one A6. And this is A7. So 7.4 for 10.5 centimeters. And we have 4 types of cards, 150 with the images, and the text cards we don't know yet, but because we are developing the design, of course, it's really premature for us to know how it will be for sure. But we will have also a board card that we will count the points with this. Matthew will explain better after me. And we will have 2 museum cards presenting the museums with QR code for the website of them. And the rules of the game we thought about put in a card also, but then we realized that it's better to put in the box. So this is it again. I think I will put to Matthew now.
All right, so I want to speak a little bit about the board card. So basically, each turn, a player wins a certain amount of points, and we count that number of points on the board. So it's like a path. So the points that the player gets, we count that number of points and put him there. So the first person to reach the finish line wins the entire game. But this card game is also made such a way that you can play it not necessarily with the board, but you can play it just for fun. The other aspect of this project that we decided to work on with Landesmuseum Württemberg and Humor Care EV is, we also thought of a digital application where we kind of, first of all, the idea is the images that we see on the cards are shot by a photographer who thought these are objects which are not tasteful. They don't have good taste. And we felt as a team that taste is something which is subjective. It's not objective. So the idea of the application we want to create is to have the images on an app, on a slider, where, kind of like Tinder or those dating apps, where participants or people who are using the app will slide left for for bad taste and right for good taste. So it's more of like at the end of a duration of a period, we kind of collate all the data and then decide based on the number of people that selected good for a particular object, and we measure it against what the photographer came up with. And this is to show also the difference in taste preference between what was in the 90s or even in the 80s as compared to what is now in the 21st century. And so basically, that's it for us as Scrap Humor. Thank you.
I just remember that we think first that a print format, but it's possible for us to make a mobile version as well. So with more time, we can transform the cards and develop more to make a mobile version as well. So probably we will deliver it as well.
Thank you.
Just a few words. I appreciate your idea. You're so fast. You're a great team. I think there are several points important. First, you mapped two museums together that had no contact before. This is the idea of coding Da Vinci. This is great. The second thing, you're working about humor. And I think in all our museums, we need more humor. So this is the right styling.
Dem kann ich mich nur anschließen. Humor Care ist ganz begeistert, dass überhaupt sich jemand gefunden hat. Und Sie beide stehen auch für die Comic-Szene in Afrika, für das westliche Südafrika mit Schwerpunkt auf Ghana. Und da ist auch noch eine Verbindung zum Goethe-Institut da. Und ursprünglich geht es eigentlich zurück auf das Oral Storytelling. Und dann ist es erst weitergegangen, also vom Mündlichen dann ins Schriftliche oder dann aber hier in die Bildsprache. Aber herzlichen Dank.
Thank you.